I'm Stacy, the encaustic mixed media artist behind Studio Stacy. This week I'm coming to you from a slightly different location, the inside of our camper. The reason I'm coming to you from the inside of our camper is because we're on the road. We are actually traveling to an art show. So I'm going to take you along and let's get going to the art show. We are in Virginia, headed to Port Warwick and Newport News. And in case you missed how we ended up here, I'll drop a link for last week's travel vlog in. And in Virginia, there are tunnels, which you will see Matt is still not a fan of.
In case you weren't aware, we are now officially driving underwater with the bubble. Who puts tunnels under the water? Crazy. Thanks, Virginia. Land! Thank you, land. We've made it.
All right, so we have the camper all set up to where we are going to be staying. And as you can see, all of the art here is behind us. We are now headed out to set up the tent and set up for the art show. So let's go get set up. I had every intention of doing a quick time lapse for you guys, but I got preoccupied with setting up the art and forgot to set up the camera to record a time lapse. So my apologies to you guys for not setting up a time lapse. However, I did want to show you how I hang the art in the tent. I have these mesh panels and it's a grid system, really convenient because you can put these little S-hooks that I get at the hardware store anywhere along this mesh. And so it's really easy to hang the wired art onto the panels, and you can really set it up anywhere or any way you want to. The panels are from a company called Flourish, and I'll link them below. I'm feeling pretty excited about tomorrow's show, but also it's a little nerve-wracking to leave your art hanging in the tent. The tent is all zipped up and enclosed, so everything should be fine. And here you can see all of the other artist tents all set up and just waiting for tomorrow morning to start the Port Warwick Art and Sculpture Festival. Can't wait. Got all set up and made it back to the camper and also got ourselves cleaned up. And I realized I have not given you a tour of our little tiny camper. So I thought now would be a good time. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you our little tiny living quarters for the last couple weeks. When you first walk into the camper, we have these bins here, and so our shoe storage. These bins I made, and they're kind of what you would normally might call a junk drawer area, but they house some things like bug spray, lighters, scissors, a level, things that we need pretty easy access to. And then I also have our journals in here, ponchos, of course games in case we have time and it's a rainy day, and then some various different drawing materials and things like that. So that is right when you walk in the front door, or rather the only door. And also right when you come in the front door, this is our living area. We've got the couch, a couple throw pillows, and then in this little cabinet over here, we have some hanging clothes, a fan, and also in this cabinet over here, we also have some more hanging clothes storage. So we actually have quite a bit of hanging clothes storage in this tiny little space. This couch has a Murphy bed behind it there, and that folds down, and that is where we sleep. So we have living/bedroom area. Flipping around from the couch, trying not to make you too dizzy here, we have our dinette area. This is where we sit and have our meals and coffee and all of that good stuff. And then up above here is food storage area. across from the dinette area is our handy little kitchen area. And so we have our teeny tiny little sink, but it's useful. We have underneath this, we have our cooktop area. Of course, the refrigerator here, and we actually did stick-on tile just to add a little extra pop of a color to the camper. And then up above that, we have screwed in some postcards from various national parks that we've traveled to for a little, again, added decoration and pops of color. Up in the cabinet above the stove and sink, we have some more storage for dishes and water bottles and things like that. It's actually quite a large storage area, so quite handy when you're gone for 2 weeks. And finally, moving to the back of the camper area. Hey there. We have our bathroom. So again, it's a pretty small bathroom, but it is quite functional. And trying to get the camera in here at kind of strange angles. So of course we have a toilet, and then up here is a full of clothes storage. And we took and made this door. This was a solid panel and very hard to access. So we took and made the door, and then behind this door we have these fabric bins that I made that you can easily pull out and access. Of course, we have all of our toiletries, some extra blankets, and lots more clothes storage. And then of course, no bathroom is complete without a shower. So this is our shower area. I forgot to mention one important space here, and this is again right by the front door. And this is our little pegboard where I hang different artist postcards, different cards I've gotten in the mail, just some inspiration for travel. But the main purpose of this is it hides these lights light up in the middle of the night and are quite bright. It also houses our keys when we're not using them to hang off of these little hooks here. And that completes the tour of the camper. I will pick you guys back up in the morning when we are at the art show. The weather is a little less than ideal today, but we are going to continue on with the art show. Although it is a bit nerve-wracking watching your paintings blow around on these panels. They did hold up very well. Good morning. We are back at the art show today. Didn't take much video yesterday because it was raining most of the day. I'm gonna try to get some today, but of course it is raining again today. So let's see how today goes. Again, it's the Port Warwick Art and Sculpture Festival here in Virginia. Here is a glimpse at today's setup of the tent. Sold quite a few pieces yesterday, so thank you everybody for coming out in the rain. And today the sun is supposed to come out and dry things out, so fingers crossed it's another great day at the show. I'm going to hand Matt the camera, and he's going to take you around the rest of the art show since the sun is coming out. There are about 70 artists participating in this year's event, coming from both near and far. There's also a local food trucks and live entertainment going on, but my all-time favorite part is meeting new collectors. I love connecting with each of you in person. A special thanks to the young gentleman who purchased my bouquet piece at the Young Collectors tent. It was a pleasure talking to all of you. Thank you for making this a very special event for myself.
And welcome to the 17th Annual Fort Worth Art and Sculpture Festival. I am Jackie, the director here. I'm so glad we're here, and we're so glad this weather has turned out for us and asked by
We are all now packed up and ready to head for home. One more final tunnel crossing, and of course this one happens to be in the rain. Again, thank you to everyone that came out to the Port Warwick Art Show. I really, really appreciate all of your support. If you liked this video, you guys know what to do. Please give it a great big thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed and would consider doing so, I would also really appreciate that. We will talk to you soon, and bye for now.